Chloe, welcome back or welcome to my channel. I just did a mod on my 3rd gen Tacoma's taillights, and as you could probably tell from those first couple of clips, this mod basically allowed me to take my existing taillights and make them a lot brighter. It gave me a fuller brake light, and it gave me a relocated and amber turn signal. On top of that, these OEM taillights that originally came with my Tacoma when I bought it back in 2019 came with all halogen bulbs, but this mod was an LED conversion, so now these taillights are full LEDs. Basically, the reason that I did this mod and the reason that I love this mod so much is that it gives you much brighter brake lights and much brighter hazard lights. It's basically just an increased safety feature, and on top of that, it makes the OEM taillights a little bit more unique. You get the full C-shaped lights when you brake, which I think looks really nice, and you get amber rear turn signals. So really the way I was able to achieve all of this was through a kit from MESO Customs called the Total Tail Stage 1 kit. It's a completely plug and play kit. There's no cutting or splicing of wires required at all. You can always go back to your original setup if you don't like it, and the install is super easy. It only requires one tool, and really it'll take max 15 minutes to do each side. So in this video, I'm going to show you in detail how to install this kit, plus some tips, and also of course I'll have exactly the product I have from MESO Customs linked down in the description below if you're interested. MESO Customs also has a Total Tail Stage 2 kit, which basically comes with brighter LEDs. I'll also have that link down below. I'm just installing the Total Tail Stage 1, but from my understanding, you can follow the installation instructions because they're the exact same between the Stage 1 and the Stage 2. Before we get started on the taillights, I wanted to make a really quick but exciting announcement. If you've watched some of my other videos or you've watched my channel before, you may know that one of my favorite things that I use on my Tacoma is this. And this is Techron's Complete Fuel System Cleaner. I honestly plan to never sell this truck behind me. I really love it too much, so maintenance is really important for me. So Techron's Complete Fuel System Cleaner really helps out with that, and it's honestly super easy to use. I use it about every season. Basically, when my gas tank is nearly empty, I just pour a bottle of this, and what it does is it clears carbon deposit buildup in my fuel system and keeps my Tacoma running like it's new. For newer vehicles like my Tacoma, I really just use Techron for its long-term benefits for protecting my fuel system, but if you have a vehicle with maybe lost engine power, poor acceleration, or maybe just not great gas mileage, that may be from deposit buildup in your fuel injectors, intake valves, or combustion chambers, so a bottle of Techron can really help. So if Techron sounds like something you're interested in, we're doing a huge giveaway of 6 bottles of Techron's Complete Fuel System Cleaner, which is what I have right now in my hand, or 6 bottles of Techron's High Mileage Fuel System Cleaner. And honestly, that'll cover you for like a year and a half. This is going to be a completely free giveaway. All you'll have to do is head over to my Instagram page at ChloeKuoTaco and comment on this post tagging at Chevron Techron, and in that same comment, let me know what your dream vehicle is. I'm curious to know. To fully be entered, also make sure you follow at Chevron Techron, and once you do those 2 things, I will automatically enter you in the giveaway, and then one random winner will be chosen to win these 6 bottles of Complete Fuel System Cleaner plus some awesome swag. This giveaway is going to be live for exactly 1 week, so if you're interested, be sure to enter before it ends. And I'm gonna have all of this information plus some more details in the description box down below, so be sure to check that out before you enter. Thank you so much to Techron for making this giveaway possible. You guys, Techron is a huge supporter of this channel, and I can't appreciate them enough for that. So be sure to enter if you want, but now let's get back to the taillights. Before we get started on the install, let me show you guys everything you'll need to do this install and everything that comes in the Total Tail Stage 1 kit. So first up, what comes in the kit is this T wiring harness. This is the harness that makes everything completely plug and play. In the kit, you'll also get 4 of these red brake LEDs by MESO Customs. I already did 1 taillight, so I have 2 here for the other side. Then you're gonna get 2 of these switchback LEDs with pigtail adapters. This is pretty much your 2-tone amber and white LEDs for both your turn signal and your reverse lights. So that's everything that comes in the Total Tail Stage 1 kit, but there's another kit that you can get from MESO. These are low resistors that you can buy separately from the Stage 1 kit, and I bought them because I thought my truck would need them. Depending on your Tacoma's exact model and what mods or accessories you already have installed, this Stage 1 kit or this Stage 2 kit can cause hyper flashing for the turn signals. So these low resistors essentially prevent that. Now, I did not know at the time that I would not need these, so I bought these just in case. So now I have 2 of them. So if any of you are doing the Stage 1 or 2 kit and end up needing them, leave me a comment down below so I can send them out to someone that actually needs them. Now, in terms of tools you'll need for installation, this is actually the only tool you'll need, just a 10mm socket. We just have to remove the taillight, which is just 3 10mm bolts. So this is going to be everything we're going to be using and everything that we need. And again, everything is going to be linked down in the description below. Alright, so to do this install, the very first thing you're going to want to do is lower your tailgate and then get to the side that you want to work on first. So I'm going to be removing the passenger side taillight, so I need to remove just this 10mm bolt, this 10mm bolt, and this 10mm bolt. Once you remove those 3 bolts, these taillights are held on by these 2 locking pins. So basically, to remove the taillight, all we're gonna have to do is pull the taillight outward. Now this can be a little tricky. You might have to use a little bit of force, but the key is really to pull directly outwards, parallel to the truck. Don't try to pull the taillights out to the side. Now we're going to unclip these 3 wiring harnesses that all go to a bulb. So the 2 bulbs behind these female connectors right here are the bulbs that illuminate behind this red brake area light here. So we're going to replace them with the MESO custom red LED ones. So to get these out, turn them counterclockwise and then pull out. Then to remove these stock halogen bulbs, you really just need to pull them straight out from this connector. Then both of these LEDs are the same. Now polarity does matter for LEDs, but we're just gonna make a wild guess, and if it's wrong, then we'll reverse the polarity. So I'm gonna try it this way first. I'll just turn this guy clockwise to lock it in. Same thing with this bulb. Then for this bulb down here in the clear/white region, we're going to remove it. And we're actually not going to be using this connector at all. And this is the spot where our switchback LED is going to go. So just lock that in place. Now we're going to take our wiring harness and start making some connections to connect our taillights to our stock wiring harness. So you're gonna wanna match up connectors from your harness to your taillight. So these 2 match up, but you can see this is a male connector and this is a female connector, so this is the right pair. Definitely make sure you hear a click for these ones. And then for the switchback, you might be able to see that there's a tiny notch right here, and there's a tiny notch in the male side of the connector, so you want to line those up. And then you basically just secure this connection by rotating and screwing down this plastic piece. Then at this point, it's really just connecting harness to harness. All of these connectors are different, which means that this is dummy proof and you really can't mess up here. Alright, so I have everything all wired up and the taillight lying down on the tailgate like this. And basically before I actually put it back onto the truck, I want to test to make sure that all the connections are good and that everything works. So what I'm going to do since I'm alone is I'm going to leave my camera set up like this, recording obviously for you guys, but also so that I can play back the footage and see when I get in the truck and actually hit the brakes if this thing lit up. And if I hit the hazards, we'll see flashing from this section of the tail light. So you can pretty much test this out by not even turning on the truck, just hitting the brakes and then hitting the hazards. And obviously you can't test the reverse light. But my theory is that if the hazards work for this, since this is a switchback LED, everything is wired up fine. So as long as the LED is fine, which I'm pretty sure it is, that should work as well. So I'm gonna get in my truck and do some tests. So I just played back the footage that you guys saw and it looks like everything is operational and working as I expected. So now I'm gonna mount this taillight back onto my truck. If this isn't the case for you, make sure you check all your connections. Make sure you actually heard that click when you put those wiring harnesses together. And more likely than not, also check the polarity of your LEDs. Those two clicks were the locking pins, so make sure you definitely hear them. Then our very last step is to put our 3 10mm bolts back into place. And then tighten everything down. And you're done. So what do you guys think of this MESO Customs Total Tails mod? I honestly, when I saw pictures of it, obviously thought it was really cool, but it wasn't until I installed that one first side and then saw the side-by-side comparison that I realized how much I really like this mod. I don't really know how much my camera could pick up, but just so you know, in person it really looks like the taillights are now about 20% brighter, and the reverse lights and turn signals are much brighter too. Also, I'm pretty sure this kit has been out for a little bit, but because of its popularity, it's actually sold out as of right now on MESO Customs website. So I actually got my kit from a member on Tacoma World who got it from another member on Tacoma World. I know there are a lot of websites that resell MESO Customs products, so if they're sold out on MESO's website, maybe your best bet is to go to some of those other resellers. Anyways, I think this is one of those mods that you don't expect to be really cool until you actually do it and then see the before and after, which is why I wanted to share it with you guys. But if any of you guys also have the total tails, let us know in the comments down below what you think. Anyways, that's all I have. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to enter the Techron giveaway. It's always really nice when you can get some free maintenance items. So be sure to head over to my Instagram for that. Thanks again for watching, liking, and supporting as always. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.